Welcome to Primecast, episode 98. My name is Jesse.
My name is Wyatt.
Two-way, Wyatt. Two-way, then we're at 100.
Oh no, what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
I know what we're gonna do.
What are we gonna do?
I thought I could think of something funny and enough time for you to ask, so actually I have nothing.
Oh.
I'm a fraud.
We're gonna do nothing.
We're gonna film episode 100, and it's gonna be us yelling at each other. That's essentially it. That's our plans.
Good plan, good plan.
Good talk. All right, well, see you guys next time.
Yep. See you next time on episode 99. Later.
Oh,
one more.
No, you didn't actually hit stop, did you?
No.
Oh, okay. I remember that one day you did that one thing, and I was just speechless.
You're like,
We're not continuing, are we? Oh, they have no idea what we're talking about. Anyway,
we have a big show ahead of us.
Not too much news, but a lot to talk about.
Shit, yeah, we've got shit to talk about. We've got some other shit to talk about.
And I'm actually kind of.
But first off,
huh?
What's that?
I'm just kind of antsy to talk about it all. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
First part of the episode kind of goes into one of our biggest news topics, and that's crossing our latest purchases and acquisitions with the first news topic, and that is that the Transformers Age of Extinction toys have been officially released today.
At everywhere but Target and Walmart.
Yeah, I went to my fucking Target. It was bleh.
I stopped at a Target, and they had nothing. I didn't care. I'd already gone to Toys R Us, loaded up and everything anyway. And I went to a Walmart, and I was like, yep, nothing. All right. Well, I'm fine because I got everything. I just kind of wanted to look more.
Yeah, just to see what other shit's out there.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see if Wave 2 is actually in stores yet. But whatever. I can wait. I spent way too much money today.
Wave 2 should be out really soon.
Yeah, because I mean Hasbro Toy Shop had released them on Cybertron Monday.
Yeah, and Wave 2 Voyagers, Hounder and Galvatron are in stock at BBTS.
Yeah,
and
but
they're actually on the way to me now.
Oh, nice. I hate you.
Yep.
But nice. I
hate you, but fuck you.
I'll be in New York next weekend. Spoiler alert. I'll be in New York next weekend, so we're going to have to figure out a recording time.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm going to... My hotel is in Times Square, so I'll be going to that Toys R Us and hopefully coming home with some goodies. So maybe I don't know why I'd think so, but maybe they'd have more. But I don't know. That's just my weird tourist sense is kicking in.
Yeah. But I found most of mine at Kroger's.
Yeah, I know you did. And I went looking at Kroger and they had jack shit. And I was like, well, I guess
they had the only things that they didn't have there were leader class figures.
Okay, so about a week and a half ago, we haven't recorded in a while, just because of jobs and family and.
Yeah, I started a weekend job, and that's working nights, and it's fun and all, but yeah, it took all.
Assholes.
Yeah. It's taken up most of my weekend nighttime.
Yeah, and I work a job that essentially requires weekends, and yeah, I'm actually not at work right now, and Godzilla has apparently been insane. My girlfriend's at work right now, and she is just having the worst night. So if you guys go see Godzilla this weekend and they're packed, just I'm not telling you to kiss the employee's ass. Just be like, hey, thanks for your service. Not like they're in the military or anything. Like, thanks for your service. But you know. I
saw it at 1:30 in the afternoon, and it was packed.
I saw it at 9:45 p.m. that Thursday.
So you went to the very first showing.
The second first showing. In IMAX.
Oh, okay.
And I was disappointed to not see the new Transformers trailer. So
I know, that was bullshit.
But anyway.
Yeah, back to Age of Extinction.
So Age of Extinction toys came out today, and
yes,
I'm going to talk about the one I got first. The one I have most experience with. So I got Leader Grimlock. Did you get Leader Grimlock?
No.
Did you get Voyager Grimlock?
Not yet.
Balls. Did you see it?
I saw a bunch of Voyager Grimlocks.
I have not seen
I
Voyager
did not.
Grimlock.
I did not see Leader Grimlock.
My Toys R Us had it was really weird. So have you seen the new packaging style? Have they have those clothes clips holding in the toys?
Oh yeah.
The tag clips. There was a Grimlock at my Toys R Us, and it was like they had none of those in the box. So I don't know if they just forgot that step in the factory or someone returned it already. And this was today. But I went to a store, Target, a while ago, and they had Leader Optimus and Grimlock. I was like, fuck it, I'll get Grimlock. Even though I will say right now, I'm a hypocrite. I'll say I'm a hypocrite on two things. One, yeah, I got Leader Grimlock. Also, a while back, both of us said, we're not going to get very many Transformers toys, or Transformers 4 toys, because movie toys are getting old. I'm just not going to say that anymore, because it's become the hipster new fun thing to just go into a message board or in a public chat and just say, God, I can't believe these I can't believe Hasbro is, I'm tired of being part of that choir. I went out on Transformers 4 toy release day. I bought a lot of stuff. You know what I'm going to do on toy release for Transformers 5? I'm going to go buy a lot of stuff. You know what I'm going to do for Transformers 6? I'm going to go out, buy a lot of stuff. I'm tired of lying to myself. I'm accepting it. I have too many movie toys, and it's just a part of me. I don't have a problem. I can stop whenever I want to. I just don't want to. I'm tired of lying to myself. I realized that today. I'm lying to myself. I'm doing myself a disservice. So screw it. I bought movie toys. Shoot me. And I like them. What of it? Anyway, I'm just starting a flame war. But yeah, I got Leader Grimlock. I ate my own words. I got Leader Grimlock. And you know what? He ain't half bad.
I enjoyed your review, even though you said "meh" a lot.
I did. You pointed that. I realized after watching it again, like I did say that a lot. Because that's essentially how I felt with it the first few days. Because I was like, he's alright. Looking at him now, comparing what I have in person compared to pictures, and I said that a lot in the review. I was like, I don't want to compare them because I hate comparing them to a toy I don't have. That doesn't feel right to me. I don't feel like I'm giving the other toy a chance. But looking at this one in person and seeing his elongated dinosaur mode, I'm okay with that. And looking at the Voyager in pictures, he looks like a puppy.
Yes, that's what I hate. That's the one thing I've thought about that Voyager for a long time. It just looks cute. It looks like
he's
you
adult.
just want to pet it. Go, oh, he's a big sweetie.
And he's
just
gonna
does not
roll
look
over.
like a.
He's gonna roll over, flail his little baby useless arms, and be like, "Oh, I'm cute." And I hope they do that in the movie.
Yeah.
Even though the one in the movie looks like Satan.
Yeah.
I like Leader Grimlock. If you can watch, oh guys, guess what? I made a review. And afterwards, I was like,
I was shocked.
I didn't even tell you. I was gonna text you. I was like, no, I'll just let him see it in his subscription box. I did. What did you say? Did you say or think anything to yourself?
It's like, what's this?
What?
A review? No.
Is he joking? Oh my god.
This has to be a trick video.
You see the intro, and you're just like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it my birthday? My reviews aren't that special. Yeah, and he's cool. Watch my review on him because I'm gonna plug myself. Fuck it. I made a review in 8 months. Go watch it. You'll get my full thoughts on it there. And yeah, I'll say man a lot, but I like him. The chrome is kind of crap. I wish it had orange. Even orange chrome would have been fine. But hey, he's striking. He looks cool. I dig it. Today's purchases, and you can chime in on this. So Leader Optimus.
Yes, I got Leader Optimus at a Target. That was not my local Target. It was some Target about half an hour away or so from me.
That's racist.
We're like I forget what we're doing. We were doing something else out there, and we just stopped by there just as like, hey, let's see if they got anything. It was the only Transformer 4 toy that they had out on the shelves. They didn't have Grimlock. They didn't have anything else. They just had this lone Leader class Optimus Prime.
I assume someone already bought the Grimlock.
Yeah, probably. And I really like him.
I bet SSJ Autobot's coming for this. I'm just gonna buy it. So yeah, your review sold me on. Another thing, I'm gonna say I lied. Remember when I said Evasion Optimus will be my Optimus?
Yeah.
No, I lied. I got him today, and I enjoy him a lot. Um, to preface, okay, toys. How many? 5 years ago when Transformers 2 came out.
'09. So yeah, 5 years ago.
Toys were a different, or Transformers, I'll say, not toys. That's just too broad. Transformers back then were a different beast. Different designers, different what's the cost? Everything costed different. Much different mindset, everything. It was all so different. And I understand. I'm just a person who understands time change. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. Therefore, I'm not somebody screaming like, why is this not like Revenge of the Fallen Leader? He's the best toy to ever come out. And because I don't think he's the best toy to come out. I don't. Again, shoot me. Again, I'm not trying to hipster everything and just have this opinion.
I'll get in line.
And I don't think he's a bad toy whatsoever. Don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm just trying to hipster everything because like everyone's hating on everything, and I'm like, whatever. I don't hate everything because I just don't. I can't bring myself to just be snarky. Okay, I can bring myself to be snarky. I can't bring myself to hate everything because I understand times change and it's fine. It's not the end of the world. These toys we got today are not bad. They're a little bit cheaper. They look a little bit cheaper. They're smaller. I understand the price gouging. The economy tanked. I mean, shit changes. But this Leader Optimus, to say he's still not as good as Revenge of the Fallen Leader, in my opinion, does not say he's a bad toy. At all.
Right.
I still don't think Movie 1 Optimus is a bad toy.
No, not at all.
The first thing I did,
they're completely different aesthetics.
They're totally different.
Yeah.
And that, to say you like one design better, fine. Apparently there's a variant.
I don't think that so much as a variant,
Yeah,
so
me
much
neither.
as that someone just like fucked up a vat of paint and just like, oh shit, and like some just got out and they quickly fixed it.
Yeah, or just like, oh hey, this run of colors was lighter than the other one, or just darker. Like
Yeah.
that's the only way I saw. I got the lighter version. Whatever. I enjoyed the lighter color. Actually, I saw them next to each other on that post. I'm glad I got the lighter version because I didn't see that until I bought
think
mine.
the one that got is darker. I'm not really sure, but
Well,
I
look at
don't
that.
care much.
We're two sides of the same coin, but it's no longer currency.
In fact, let me go get it real quick. I'm gonna go get it real quick. I have it.
Real quick?
Yeah, click.
One more.
I have it in the tote, so we just be right
Don't
back.
scratch that chrome. I am gonna say one of the first things I did is I kind of screwed up the plastic trying to get the pin on the backpack out. I looked down, I was like, oh, it's only a single pin, and I took off the backpack, and it looks sweet without the kibble. I don't think the kibble is too awful in person. It adds the hip skirts and all that, adds a little chunk, which I think is fine. But to get a really angular look at this design model physically in your hand, that's not CGI. Taking the backpack off is a good thing. Just don't scratch it up like I did. It's not so bad you can't see it really, but I know it's there.
God damn, he's fucking cool. This is like the first time I've had him back out because I've had such a busy week.
Yeah.
Working. God, I have all my Transformers stored in vehicle mode. So I got him out in truck mode. Truck mode's fucking pretty.
It is. The only thing I don't like about the truck mode is yellow windows. That's it.
I kind of like the yellow windows. I'm not sure why. I can't point out why I like it. It just
It's different.
It just it just kind of looks neat.
I love his shield. His shield gun is awesome.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's a sweet weapon. See, you have all these Optimus that chose. Like, are we gonna give this Optimus a sword or a gun or whatever? This one has all three. It has a shield gun and a sword, and the sword is all right. The thing is, I saw someone do a custom on this, and I got mine with the intention to do that. Now that I have it in hand, I did. I took off the backpack.
Yep.
Taking off the backpack, I'm like, all right, I don't really want to do anything else except maybe make the taillights on the back and the Western Star logo silver. That's it. Like,
yeah.
Everything else, I'm like, this
so
is
you
fine.
can take off the backpack. I haven't had a chance. How do you take it off? Is it just
I was a barbarian about it, and I kind of gouged a little bit of the chrome at the bottom of the smokestack. You can't see it, so I don't care really. But I hammered out that pin. That pin though is stiff for no reason, so I'm gonna get a new pin. And I even bent the pin.
Oh,
to get it
I
out.
see it. Okay.
Yeah, so I just bludgeoned that out with like a screwdriver, some nails, and just. But with him without the backpack, I think I took a picture of it. He's really nice without it. Like I don't think he looks half bad, as I was saying when you were gone. He doesn't look half bad with it. It's just a matter of he looks sweet without it.
Yeah. as I told you in person, I don't mind him with the backpack in person. It doesn't really stick out too much to be in person. If a figure can lay on his back flat,
Hmm.
it doesn't look like it's fucking dying of back pain.
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks.
I think that's a decent backpack,
Um,
and Prime can do that with his backpack. And sure, it's kind of because he has big ass ankles, but
whatever though.
it's fine. Yeah.
He has a nice angular look that I enjoy. I don't care about the kibble on his legs. I think it looks fine.
I was super surprised to find out he has rubber wheels.
I got him and I was like, no, Jesse's on crack. No, he doesn't. And I kind of like squeezed them and one started to come off. And I'm like, huh, guess they are.
Yeah.
Guess I'm retarded. I don't use that term derogatory, I swear. I love his articulation. His ball jointed neck and his waist joint. He can emote super well. I wonder how many
Very.
people are listening to us going like, God, these guys, idiots buying. Hey, Michael Bay. You know what term I hate?
What?
I'm gonna say I hate the term Bayformers.
I don't really.
You know why I hate it?
Why do you hate it?
That makes me think people think Michael Bay hand draws these Transformers himself.
I think it's just the same reason why people say the Bayvers. Just because
I don't mind Bayverse. I don't mind that so
Yeah.
much. Is that Jess or is that Jesse? Is that which one is that Jordan?
Oh, I put it in garbage. Yeah. All right, going to bed. All right, go back to bed.
Daddy,
Yes, buddy. Who is this?
Arthur is fine.
What's his name?
Arthur is fine.
That's right.
What is it?
That's his gun and shield.
I'm waiting for you to go. Like, no, don't play with it. Just look.
What is that?
That's his sword.
That's his
Yeah.
penis.
Go.
Can I watch?
You can watch it later, but it's time to go to bed. Okay?
I want to watch.
Go watch your videos.
Is this a sword? Daddy, it goes here and go show you how it goes. Like,
Zach, time to go to bed.
it goes like.
Yep.
This sword and gun goes like.
I know. All right, go back to bed, buddy. All right. All right.
Rule
Yeah.
number 1: I'm a dick to kids. Not really. Just kidding.
You're very passive aggressive about kids.
I'm actually not. I just where they can't hear me. I'm like, all right. Let me lay down the law. This episode makes you come across as a huge asshole. Okay, and I will bear in mind. I bet I sound like I haven't prefaced this. I bet I sound like I'm hating on people who hate the movies. If you don't like it, that's totally fine. There's people who are sick of the designs, and I get that. All I'm saying is I'm not. And I'm tired of lying to myself, and I'm sure people are tired of hearing me on the show one week saying, yeah, well, I'm probably not going to get too many, and the next week going, yeah, well, I got the first wave and a half. And so, I mean, I'd rather just be, fuck it, I'll buy them all. So there's that.
I was exactly like that when the Prime line started.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know why.
We're
I was
both like that.
we're both like, we're just little bitches about that whole line. Like, man, I don't know why we're thinking the way we thought, but just like, I'm going to be super picky with the ones I get. And you look as I got one of every mold, basically.
Yeah, I got several over. How many Viacons did I buy? I don't know what was. I really can't remember. There was a reason. I'm sure there was a reason. I can't, for the life of me, remember it.
Yep.
But yeah,
Alright.
I will just say this: if you don't like movie toys or you don't like anything and don't buy it, I don't really care. Like, spend your money on what you're gonna spend.
Yeah.
Do what you will. Ride your own horse. Don't jump on the wagon because someone else is.
Right.
And you know, like I said, there's gonna be a line to throw tomatoes at me. So whatever.
What'd you think about Prime's surprise automorph gimmick?
It wasn't a surprise to me because I saw your review.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
it's neat. It's definitely neat. I love that his head's on a ball joint. I don't think any
Yeah.
of the leader Optimus. I don't think any Optimus
No.
in the toy line has a ball joint. I
No
can't think-
leader class figure
Yeah.
any movie figure has had a ball jointed neck. They've barely pulled off a swivel in some of them.
So I also did another thing today. This isn't a new toy, but I took my Megatron, my Revenge of the Fallen leader Megatron, off the shelf.
Yeah.
And I gave him a ball joint neck and added the fins on the side of his head, and he looks so much better. It looks great.
Mhm.
But anyway, there's this. So yeah, ball joints are a new thing. And I can't speak. God, or am I just going dumb? I can't speak for the Deluxe Optimus. But I'm pretty sure that's the first. This line is the first time Optimus has ball joint neck. I don't have the Protoform one either, actually.
The Protoform one. I'm trying to think of it.
Come on, Jesse. Jeez, thought you were a fan.
It's been a long time since I've handled that one. I think it does have a ball joint neck.
Dang. So okay, everything I'm talking about is for naught. But anyway, Leader Optimus is
No,
cool.
no, it doesn't have a swivel.
Sweet.
I'm pretty sure it's a swivel neck.
Okay. Well, someone.
I don't know. Could be either one.
Oh man, balls.
All right. Next, I don't have
Grimlock.
Leader Glimlock yet. I plan on getting him. Just
Should we just blow through the Optimuses?
no, it's going to. Oh yeah, well, we both didn't get Voyager Grimlock, so at least I didn't.
I
You
did
didn't
not.
either, right?
No, actually, when I got to the store, there was only 2 Evasion Optimuses. No Grimlock.
Oh,
That's weird.
yeah.
But
What do you think
whatever.
of Evasion Optimus?
I think he's fun. So looking at pictures of him, I'm like, wow, he's really playing. I'm totally gonna paint that up. I got him in hand. I'm like, if this thing never sees some paint, I'm all right.
I'm going to get the Japanese one too.
The Japanese one looks so much better.
Yeah, because that one just the painted silver smokestacks
Mhm.
and the little bit on the face and feet just adds
Well,
so
what-
much to the figure.
What's weird about this one is his feet and his hands are painted. They're
I
gray
know
plastic.
that's so fucking weird.
So I'm tempted. I'm sure someday I'll touch him up, but I'm wondering if there's a way I can safely remove that paint without harming the plastic.
I'm pretty sure they did that just to give him a more G1 look.
I could totally see that because I was wondering why it costs more money to do that. But actually thinking of
Yeah.
that, I didn't think of that. Good
That's
man.
why they left his hands blue too.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
or well painted them blue because they're gray plastic underneath.
Oh yeah, that's right. But while the Japanese one,
We don't care about no G1.
yeah, they've
Suck
like
it.
yeah, and the Japanese one has silver feet, a little bit blue on the upper thighs and on the waist, silver hands and silver on the upper arms with red flames on the shoulders, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, silver smokestacks, other shit.
Yeah.
Truck mode looks just about the same, but yeah, I love Evasion Optimus.
He's great fun.
He is my, as far as like he's not necessarily. I'm not going to say he's the best Optimus Prime toy.
No.
But as far as overall aesthetic and
Playability and
proportion wise,
yeah.
he's right now he's my favorite Optimus Prime toy
Wait, of all time or movie?
of the movies of the movie lines.
Don't say that too loud. But I see that. I'm
Because,
not
like,
mega
the-
favorite because there's so many. But yeah,
But and it's kind of a weird reason why. It's partly it has to do because like there's zero backpack on it. I mean, there's none, and that's brilliant the way how they pull that off.
his transformation's beautiful.
Yes, it basically like kind of explodes on his insides become on the outside. It's really
great.
done. And
Something
And
tells
he-
me though. Something tells me they had this design brewing for a toy for a while, and then
Yeah.
just like now we have an excuse to release it. But yeah, I love it.
And I was playing around with because I love the idea of like, that his chest opens up like this opening up to reveal Matrix.
Yeah.
If you open up his chest and bring up the grill
Mhm.
on his chest, there's a perfect little compartment back there that you could put the Matrix from the Battle Blade Optimus Prime in.
I wonder if Optimus still owns the Matrix. Jeez.
He should. I mean, he didn't give it to Sentinel, and they didn't show it at all. So
I just threw that away. The plot didn't call for it anymore. I just tossed it.
yeah, but yeah, I love Evasion Optimus. The proportions are perfect to me. His shoulder pads are a little bit small, but it's fine to me. It's not ridiculous. His elbows are weird though.
His elbows are really weird.
If you straighten out his arms, it definitely looks like he broke his arms. But I actually like his arms be bent a little bit.
Just a little more natural.
Yeah, it just looks a little bit more like he's trying to be posing a little bit more statuesque, very more heroic, and I like it. Very cool. I love this head sculpt on it.
Yeah, I do too. After seeing more pictures of the platinum one, I'm like, never mind.
Oh God, that one makes me sick looking at it. I'm sorry, but that chrome on that
No,
one, the
I changed
platinum
my
one,
mind on it essentially.
the chrome placement on that platinum one is just ridiculous.
I understand that. Yeah, after looking at the new in-hand pictures of it, yeah, I changed my mind. I was like, no, I'm just gonna if I get a Voyager, either of these, I'm just gonna go with these with the retail.
Yeah, I love it, love it. But we both didn't get Grimlock, so deluxes.
I want to get the meh one out of the way first.
Okay. Okay.
So high octane Bumblebee.
Okay. What don't you like about Bumblebee?
So after you telling me, I believe on the show and just through just casual talking, you said I think you're gonna change your mind on it. I went to the store, loaded my cart up. I was with my girlfriend. And I looked at her and I was like, should I get Bumblebee? She's like, I don't. What's Bumblebee? I was like, all right.
It's like, where are we at?
Is this a toy store? Is she drove me to? She's like, wait, you collect toys? And just leaves. She looked at me when I was in the store. She's like, God, you're such a nerd. I was like, I know. She said it endearingly, though. But anyway, I looked at her. I was like, should I get Bumblebee? She's like, oh, do you want Bumblebee? I was like, here, just look at it. Look at it and have the mindset of I have like 8 other Bumblebees. And the only thing she says is like, well, he looks pretty orange. Okay.
That is a color on it.
Yes, that is. Thank you.
But what do you think? You say, all right, I see. This was a productive conversation. All right.
You were a big help. Thank you. See you next. Never.
Can I watch you?
He's back.
Zach, go to bed. Okay. All right. Keep talking about Bumblebee.
Are you gonna go do something or?
Yeah.
Oh. But I don't like. Okay. Fine. Okay, so Bumblebee he's not. How do I put? He's another Bumblebee, and I got to the checkout. I ended up I was like, all right, well, I'll just take him up with me, and depending on the total, I'll tag him on. I put everything up there. The woman told me the total. I'm like, throw this up there too. She's like, all right. Bought it, got it home. It was, I think, the last one I opened up. No, it was the first one, because I just wanted to get the Met one out of the way. He's not bad. He can pose well. The toy I always defend is the 2007 first movie, 77 Criminal Bumblebee, because I think that toy is actually good, and there's a lot of people who don't like it, but I'm just a apologist, I guess. I think it's a fine toy. And this one is kind of in that same boat of, he doesn't look too imposing, but this one emotes a lot better, and he has a lot of just neat poses and just, what's the word? He just fills out pretty well. He has the weird same back thing from Dark of the Moon. He's not a remold. He's essentially brand new mold, except for the legs. The legs transform closely the same, but there's some new pegs on him and new shapes. So it's the same design, but not the same piece. He's fun though. His little arm-out cannon, I wish it could come off. It doesn't. I want to add some black lines to his head. It looks a little too bland, and just inside of his chest. Other than just the bland color scheme, I think he's fine. After I panel line him up a little bit, I think he'll be fine. I can get him into some neat poses. So essentially what I'm going to do with him and Evasion Optimus, they're just such fun. Well, Optimus is. Bumblebee's okay. Bumblebee just meets expectations, essentially, or what I wanted him to meet. I mean, there's such... And Bumblebee's vehicle mode is fantastic. I really enjoy the vehicle mode. I heard you came back.
Yep, I'm back.
Okay. Is he going to come back?
Probably.
Okay. I don't want you to lie to me. I knew you probably will. The vehicle modes are both just so fantastic. I'm probably going to do something I don't really like to do, and I'm probably just going to keep them both on the shelf with all the other figures. Just because I don't want to put them away. But Bumblebee's alright.
What I really like about the robot mode is that I really like how natural feeling the chest feels once you get everything clicked in place.
Yeah,
I love how the hood, how the front of the vehicle really like kind of like looks like it breaks in half and just reattaches back
I
into the
wish the
waist.
I wish the panels, the ones that fold up on his collarbone panels.
Oh yeah,
I wish those had another hinge to fold them back as well, like
yeah,
double hinge. That would have been because they're kind of jetting off his
yeah.
collar. But I mean, it could be a lot worse. I compared him while you were gone. I compared him to the '77 Camaro B, which you don't like very much, but I like. I feel that I feel like that was a better mold, but I feel like this one's a bit more expressive than that one. So they're kind of both not too exciting to look at, but I think this one pulls off, I don't even want to say emotion, but just the idea of, hey, I'm actually doing something.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I really enjoy the high octane Bumblebee. The arms are a little bit stubby. It is a little bit on the small side, but I think the transformation is fun. I just really like the look of the robot mode. It looks natural. It doesn't have that boxy torso look that most Bumblebees have had since Battle Blade's Bumblebee.
Yep.
And I
Which
just
is still a good toy.
yeah, it just that look has gotten old to me. Like that same kind of transformation scheme where it's just the torso's super boxy, and I don't like that.
You're boxy.
You're boxy,
Thank you.
but yeah, I like it.
I am box chested, you asshole.
What about Crosshairs?
Okay, you got crosshairs too, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's alright. I looked at him in the store and I was like, oh my. I looked at him in the box. I'm like, he's not that bad, is he? He looks really, but he's not.
No.
He's pretty mistransformed in the box.
Yeah, he is.
I found a few things. I actually wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, his arms move a little bit more. The wheels fold out, and his backpack collapses. His coat. So you know how the coat tabs in on his chest?
Yeah.
I don't mess with that. I just push it back because he looks a little too fat.
Do you?
Yeah. So I just keep it pushed back, and I still keep all the panels hanging out. His gun. I wish he had two of the bigger gun instead.
Yeah, those smaller ones look kind of silly. It's just like, here, hold this stick and pretend it's a gun. I'm like, all right.
Alright, thanks, Dad. I'm gonna add maybe I don't know if I'm gonna cut off just some excess reflective sticker, or just add a couple dabs of marker or paint on his goggles just to make them pop a little bit more, the red and blue. He's a fun toy though. He has adequate articulation. He's not the best at all. No. I think when I looked at him, I thought, okay, this design looks like what's gonna happen given he gets a toy in the future, another one. I think it's going to be a case of Revenge of the Fallen sideswipe and sidearm sideswipe.
Do you think so?
Yeah, where this one's pretty alright, but then when you get the new version, you're like, oh, what was I thinking? That old version's garbage.
I hope you're right.
I think so. At least that's what's going to happen. Just in the movie, he seems a little bit more angular, so I wish the toy's a little less bulky. But how he transforms is alright.
Yeah.
He's still running the ball joint. His face sculpt is very, very good, though.
I wish they could have pulled off the trench coat look just a little bit more.
I do too, but I'm glad it has hinges where it does. I wish there was another hinge, but actually in vehicle mode, when I turned him into vehicle mode, I'm like, alright, I'm okay with this.
Alright, Dinobots, Slug, and...
Well, really quick, one last thing about Crosshairs.
Okay.
His vehicle mode is sweet. It's fat and it's sweet.
I wish it was a little bit sleeker. I forget most times that's supposed to be a Corvette.
I agree, but I'm okay with this. Like, this is just a change that I'm okay with, and he's fun to transform. But I'm terrified. Okay. I'm terrified. You know the clear tab that his arm plugs into?
Yeah. I'm
terrified that she's gonna snap.
Oh,
the translucent part
probably will.
It probably will. Like, knowing my...
Did it just snap just right now? Did I just
yeah,
say that
oh god, wow, it's on fire.
Put it out of your face, hurry.
I actually slammed that toy against my forehead just now. Did you hear it?
Wow,
that come through okay?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard wheels shake it. I'm just saying to myself, he really would have done anything I just asked him to right there. Wow, I should have asked for more.
That sounded, wow, you I bet you take advantage of people. Yeah.
Alright. Dinobot, Slug, and Scorn. I'm going to get all my impressions off of them right now.
Go.
The robot modes suck.
Wow. Disappointed.
Yeah.
Go more.
The Dinobot modes are awesome.
Okay.
So, you know what?
Okay. I
They're,
thought you were just gonna end
they're,
there.
you know what? They're
What?
staying in Dinobot modes.
Guess what?
Are you the exact opposite?
Not the exact opposite. But I have one thing. Well, guess what? Your opinion is wrong. Your opinion's dumb and you should feel bad. Okay, now. So, when I saw these toys at Toy Fair, I'm like, okay, Scorn looks alright, Slash looks cool, Strafe looks alright, but Slug, old Slug, looks awesome. But when the toys started getting in people's hands, everyone's like, no, man, Scorn is the best. I'm like, oh man, that kind of sucks. I wish Slug was the best. I opened these up. I was like, alright, well, I'll open up Scorn and then Slug. I opened up Scorn, I'm like, alright, he's alright. And then I opened up Slug, and I was like, no, Slug's still my favorite. I love Slug. He's a fantastic toy. He's not mind-blowing, but he's really fun. He does everything I wanted him to do.
I think I like Scorn a little bit better.
I think you're dumb and I hate you.
I
That's
think
essentially how
Slug
conversations
is.
go.
I mean, I
What do you mean you have a different opinion than me? We can't be friends. We can't be civil about this.
Silly.
Fight to the death.
I think one thing that really throws me off about their robot modes, it's a really simple thing, but it's something that just kind of just takes away from the robot mode for me a lot, and it's their generic faces.
I understand that.
And then I
kinda
just
dig
looked
it.
as like I had a decent robot. I was like, that's a boring ass face to me, and it just looks like a drone, and then it just kind of ruins the whole robot mode for me. As
long as they're
goofy
not-
as their faces may have been, I liked Skid's and Mudflap's faces because it gave them personality.
You're just getting weird. It gave him horrible personality, but alright, I guess.
But
I see
it gave them a personality. They weren't drones. While
What if
these
they
toys,
just gave? What if they gave these two Skids and Mudflap's faces just straight up? What would you be saying now? See?
it would be better. Okay, you're funny,
I know.
but I just
Stop telling me things I don't know.
I just don't care for the faces. It just
One thing I love to do with Scorn. So the one thing I actually don't dig about Scorn that much is his tail, is his whole hand, his whole
I
arm.
hate that.
I'm okay with that, but I think
It
that's
reminds
part of the
me
reason.
so much of Beast Wars Megatron, that first Ultra Class toy that came out.
Yeah.
He had his whole tail. He had no fucking hands. His one hand was the T-Rex head, his other hand was the tail, and it had like a snappy...
That would suck.
That pissed me off
I never got that
so much. Like, how fucking... You know how awkward it was for Prime Shockwave to type at his lab? Just imagine how awkward
Did we
it was
make
for...
jokes about that where it was just like
Yeah.
toys started falling? I had to grab Grimlock. God, that chrome would have been everywhere.
Yeah, you know how awful it would have been for Beast Wars Megatron to make a spreadsheet or something?
That's why he has cronies, because he doesn't need to use MS Office.
Yeah.
He ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
He's busy going to use. What were we talking? Okay.
The Dinobots.
The one thing I like about Scorn, and it's something I find really endearing. I still enjoy Slug more, but something I find really endearing about Scorn. So you know his like cleaver knife, his murder knife he comes with.
Yeah.
So have you tried posing his head yet?
A little bit, yeah.
So it's on a ball joint, but the panel's next to it get in its way, so it cocks his head to the side. And with his flail, I love the pose I keep him in robot mode. Is his head cocked to the side, holding that knife, and just looking like a straight up serial killer. And with the red paint on the tail and kind of on his chest, it just looks like he's coated in blood. He looks just straight up psycho. I love it.
Come on, I dare you.
That's just what he. That's what. I want that to be his character in the movie. Just like everyone's just like killing Decepticons. He's just in the corner with one just like peeling its metal skin off. Scorn, what the hell are you doing?
Pain and misery. he takes like one of the fucking little Viacons or whatever, bites his head off and starts drinking its blood.
No, that's how he actually gets his red color in the movie, like how they're all gray and stuff. He gets his red color. Let me tell you what, he gets his red color. I mean, I just love, like, I'm trying to get the pose now. I just transformed him from dinosaur mode. Like, yeah, his flail, it's like a spiky mace, and let me just give him his knife, his red knife with, like, has a blade and spike. Let me just cock his head. Yes, he looked like, do that. I want you to do this right now. Anyone who has the toy, follow my lead. It's incredible.
Follow the bouncing ball.
It's incredible, like, and you'll never get the image of it out of your head, I think. Because I can't. That's the first image of him I got in my head. He's staying that way. He's a vicious, just son of a bitch. He's wanted for everything on Cybertron.
Nice.
He's endearing in that way. Slug is just fun to me. I love the color palette. I think his head is a little bit boring. I will admit. I think it's just the roundness to it I find boring. But I find his transformation pretty fun. I hear a child.
Yep, hold on.
God damn it. I might as well just run the show on my own. We are 40 minutes in, still talking about Transformers 4 toys. People are hitting their heads against their desks. But whatever.
What's that? What were we talking about?
Slug is still cool to me. I think he has the best articulation. His proportion's great. It's just his head's a little bit boring. But other than that, I think he's fine. He's still my favorite.
I'm looking. These Dinobots are a good beginning, I think. But I suppose I didn't, I didn't get Leader Grimlock yet. I'm still, but I haven't been like super shopping around yet. But I am really looking forward to that one. Fan. But as far as deluxes go, I'm really looking forward to Strafe and Slash because I love that Velociraptor mode.
I'm very much excited for the ones that we just got pictures of. We'll talk about here soon.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about those.
That Snarl. Oh, it looks so nice.
Shit, this is gonna be a long ass episode.
We're gonna speed it up because I think that's the last of the Transformers toys.
That we got anyway. There's a bunch of kitty ones that came out.
Oh,
like Flip and Change.
I didn't really look at those. I'll be honest.
It's so easy to get them confused with like the packaging.
It's the exact same.
I know, except the kitty ones have like little cartoons on the front of them. But as I was going through, I was really having a hard time. Like, okay, is this a fucking deluxe strafe or what?
I walked in, I was like, they don't have deluxe strafe, do they? I was like, no, they don't. I was deceived there. Wow, thanks, Dick.
Yeah, assholes.
But yeah, that's it. I did get a Voyager Whirl. He's not opened. I'll talk about him next show. We don't have time. Because I just said when you were gone, I was like, it's been 43 minutes of us recording and we're still talking about
same thing for
Transformers
me,
4 toys.
Rhinox.
Yeah.
Got
him.
him.
We'll talk about that wave together next show.
Yeah.
And I bet people are hitting their heads on their desks. The fact that we're still talking about these.
I don't care. They're new, and I'm excited.
It's topical. Today, actually, recording this is May 17th.
Yeah.
Let's just keep rolling into news with toys. So we gotta look at 3 new Transformers 4 toys that we would be interested in.
Yes.
One of them, since I have it open, I'm just gonna go to this one first. Lockdown.
Yes, I have that open right now too.
Look at us.
All right. I had a kind of a freak out psych for a little bit.
I saw your Instagram and I was like, does he know?
They fucking tricked me. They tricked me.
I was gonna tell you, and I was like, nah, let him figure it out.
You fucking asshole.
I know.
But BBTS had me tricked because they had the Wave 2.5 Deluxes out for pre-order, and they had a placeholder image of one of the fucking stupid lockdowns, with Flip and Change or One Step, whatever. And it had it right next to, pictured in with all the deluxes. I don't look at all the fucking little stupid kitty ones, so I had no idea which one this one was. But I was furious for a good 15 minutes.
No, it was long, because I remember you even made some post somewhere saying I take back what I said earlier. It looked like you had a wardrobe malfunction on the red carpet. You're I take back I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That's not the real lockdown. We're not going into World War III mode, guys. I'm sorry I deceived you, and I'm dumb. That's essentially what I read. I was gonna tell you, but I was like, no.
Ass.
I was like, no, Angel's got this. Angel's
He's
got
g-
this.
Someone else. Does he need help? No, someone else got it. Okay, good.
All right, good. And you were like yelling at Angel, like, no, but this is the. I don't get it. It was great. And I was like, stop yelling at Angel. He didn't do anything wrong.
He did do.
I was seriously watching this as it happened.
You're sitting in your computer chair with a bowl of popcorn, just
I was on my
watching.
phone, and I was like, I don't feel like typing right now on my phone, my little ass iPhone. I'll let Angel take care. He's got it. He's a big guy. He's a big boy. He's got his big boy britches. He can do it.
Angel almost died in the process.
I know, you were just about to rip his head off. Like, what do you mean? You're defending this toy? This is not my lockdown. So we gotta look at the real lockdown.
I love it.
He looks pretty fun.
I hope it's not as small as Bumblebee.
I don't think it is.
Because we'll talk about the. Oh, fuck, we gotta talk about that too. Shit.
I know. So, well,
We got. Alright, real quick before we talk about the trailer, we got a couple, like, good glimpses of Lockdown in the newest trailer.
yeah.
He's as big as Optimus in robot mode. Somehow.
There are people really upset about that, and I'm like, why? They did it in animated. It's called mass shifting.
Yeah.
And people are like, mass shifting doesn't exist. I'm like, it's a movie.
I like it, though. I dig that he's
I think
big.
it's sweet. He has the hook in the movie.
Yes!
And I hope the toy
Oh.
has that. And you know what I noticed about this
The
gun
toy
that the
does.
toy comes with?
It's his head cannon.
I hope you can stick it on
Yes!
his face.
I hope it does, too.
God, look at us. I hope he comes with a hook. If not, I don't care. I'll give him one. I really hope he has the hook. Because when I saw him transform in the trailer, and I saw his hook come out, I was like, is that a what? And I watched the trailer again. I was like, oh my
instantly,
god.
like, up until now, like, it just seems like they just took the name Lockdown and just kind of made a car to a robot named Lockdown. Except for, like, the whole bounty hunter thing. But as far as, like, design-wise, it was not very, recognizable. But once they threw in that fucking hook hand, I'm like, yep, they did it. They cared. They did, like, we should give him his fucking hook hand.
I saw a lot of people come away from that trailer saying, you know what, maybe this movie won't suck. I'm not in that camp yet. But if this movie's good, I want this movie to be good. I really do.
I really do, too.
Because that new trailer got me really, really amped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That was a good trailer. If the movie's garbage, they made a really good trailer. That's probably the best trailer, I think, for the whole movies. That's the trailer that gave you more in-depth look into the movie and actually what's going on than just explosions.
Right.
There's a lot of explosions in that trailer, but the way it opens up is great. Anyway, we're not even talking about the trailer yet. Well, gotta do toys, then trailer. Toys and trailer. Lockdown looks fun.
I hope it's not too small.
I do too.
I doubt it's going to be, like, there's a tradition with Lockdown figures that I think they should, keep it going. The animated Lockdown had a, deluxe class vehicle, but it, like, exploded into, like, almost a leader class figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was, I mean, the leader class animated toys were kind of a little bit on the small side anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it was almost as tall as that. Same thing for the ROTF Deluxe Lockdown. It was about a little bit taller than a Voyager class figure when it was in robot mode.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell if they're going to do something like that.
It doesn't. I'm gonna say it doesn't look like they will, but I could totally be. This is a picture of a soliciting like piece of paper, and he looks kind of goofy. I hope his chest can smoothen out a little bit.
The chest doesn't bother me.
Like I was just about to say, like if it doesn't, oh well.
Yeah, you do see a little bit too much car kibble in certain spots of it.
But then I looked at the design model. I looked really close. Like, no, there's Lamborghini parts on there. I'm like, all right, never mind.
Yeah.
Like, if they that some of these designs didn't translate well into toys, it's not the designers of the toys' fault exactly. It's just, I mean, like Galvatron, there's no truck parts on him at all.
No, so they had to fucking shell form that shit.
They had to, like, in my opinion. Like,
the fucking toy designers are over there sweating their asses off. Like, they gave this to work with. Jesus.
Well, they look at Optimus and like, I guess we can do that. And they look at Crosshairs like, he has a coat. All right. Look at the Dinobots like, we can do that. And then they got to Galvatron and they're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Who's fucking with me? This is not what we're working with here. And
Like,
I really
they threw the
dig.
paper in there like, no, fuck this.
I
We're
quit.
no.
I really dig that they gave him his creepy face.
I like that too, but I do want him to have a flip down visor.
Yes,
just to look even more creepy on a shelf. Like just
Yeah.
standing there like a ghost, just like
Yeah,
I'm watching.
I
you.
remember I brought that idea up to you, like
Yeah.
just do it would cost him nothing to throw in like the Battleblade Bumblebee style flip down visor, give
Maybe
it a
he
green
will.
visor, because you actually got a little bit of a closer look in the newest trailer. His green visor like has like information and shit, like
Yeah.
it has a purpose. Like it's like it just seems to give him more of like a creepy assassin look to it.
I thought you said sassy look, like he's
Sassy.
sassy, and I was like, wow, I didn't get that at all. But,
He goes up, Optimus.
his head transforms into a gun. The other two figures we got a good look at.
Okay, let me bring those.
Okay,
up.
is his name Sludge just spelled stupid, or is it straight up Slog?
I think I'm pretty sure it's Slog, but just hearing you say that, the way you said that.
No, I'm serious. Like I've been thinking this all week. Like it's Sludge. I would go with Slodge even. No, Slodge sounds stupider. No, it's Sludge. I don't care. I'm not calling anything Slog.
It's supposed to be sludge, but I mean, it's Slog. That's such a stupid name. Oh shit.
All right, but the first look at these: Sludge, and Snarl.
Slog, whatever.
I know, it's infectious.
He is a Voyager class figure, which is the one we were hoping to be, because this looks really cool.
It looks really cool. I have one problem with it.
What?
I don't like that translucent plastic at all. Other than that, his actual engineering looks fine. But if this is a thing that gets changed in production, I'll be like, yes.
Where's the translucent plastic at?
What? You don't see it? Look at his dinosaur mode.
Where?
Everywhere. Everything that's not solid green looks translucent.
Oh, I was
Really? Huh?
I was looking at the other one.
You're silly. No,
I'm
look at
confused
Slog.
now.
Look at Slog.
So
Green one.
Snarl. No, you're wrong.
How?
Slog is the Voyager class Brachiosaur.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There's
Slog.
where's not the deluxe class.
No, I'm looking at the Voyager green one.
That's deluxe class.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Sad face. That's the one I wanted to be a Voyager.
See how where I was getting confused at?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait, let me read this.
Snarl is a deluxe class. Whatever that fucking dinosaur is called.
Wait, which one's called Slog?
The Brachiosaur.
Which one's Brachius? Okay, which one is
the long
which
neck?
One,
the one with
which
the
one is
fucking long
Littlefoot?
neck.
Which one is Littlefoot from Man Full Time?
That's Slog.
So Slog is the long neck.
Yes. He's the Voyager class one.
Damn, I wanted the green one to be Voyager class, but actually looking at this one, I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Because I actually didn't get a good look. Okay! We were doing really good there for a really long time. We were on the same page.
Until you fucked it up.
Until I fucked it up.
Yeah.
Party foul. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit in the corner.
Snarl is the green deluxe class. What the fuck is that dinosaur called? Like,
Was there anyone in Land Before Time who was that dinosaur?
is that how you
That's how I'm identifying me. Is
Stegosaurus? That's what he is.
the Stegosaurus? Who was the Stegosaurus? What was the girl's name?
I don't know. You know how fucking long it's been since I seen a Land Before Time.
Oh my god. What was his name? What was the purple T-Rex that everyone was afraid of? He's gonna grow up and eat him. What was his name?
That's one of the silly ones.
I know. What was his name?
I don't know.
He had a really like baby name, and everyone was afraid he's gonna grow up and eat him. He's Grimlock. That's cool because Grimlock is like the big fierce one, but this little guy was a baby, and I should watch Land Before Time before I see Transformers 4.
All right, Snarl.
Franz Littlefoot, and everyone's like, "What the? Who invited that guy?"
Snarl, the deluxe class Stegosaurus. I really liked it. The Dinobot mode.
How do you feel about the translucent plastic?
You know, I don't mind it.
I disagree.
On the spines, I like it on the spines. There's some parts in the torso which I do think is a little bit weird.
The fact that actually turns out this one is deluxe, it doesn't bother me as much.
Okay. His weapon is kind of confusing me. Is it something he holds, or does his fucking arm turn into that big, long, whatever fucking he's holding?
He's holding it, and it looks like a. From when I first looked at these pictures, it looked like a weird crossbow.
I don't know what.
But now looking at it now, it doesn't look like that.
It looks like he's holding like a stick that arches to the left and has another stick that comes up top of his spikes.
Hey, he's a dinosaur. He can get away with using sticks.
Yeah.
That's historic.
I like the head on this one a little bit better.
Okay.
It has a little bit more personality to it. The angle that these pictures are taken is not the best thing, but because you're kind of looking down on the head, but it looks better than the previous deluxes.
What got me about him was looking at him. I was dumb because I was looking at these on my phone as well the first time I saw them, and I was afraid that his foot, if you look at his right hand foot, it looks like he has like 3 toes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh no. And then I realized, oh no, those are just shin spikes. Because I don't like those. They don't hold right. But I'm glad to see it's not that. So yeah, I looked at this for a while on my phone and realized a few things. I'm glad he's deluxe class.
Yeah. Alright, then what do you think about the Voyager class Slog? The
He's not Slog. I prefer him to be Snarl. There's no reason. But I like him a lot. Littlefoot was one of my favorite characters from Land Before Time. And now that they made him a straight up like jouster, even more so than
so you're still you're gonna call both of these Dinobots Snarl?
No, just the spiky one's gonna be Sludge. Because his robot mode, the Slog looks like animated Snarl. A lot.
Does it?
Yeah, but I remember when animated came out, everyone's like, "Oh, why is he Snarl?" And I didn't care. Okay. So, yeah, I like it. And what it looks like he does is he has a big Voyager, or big robot mode, and big dinosaur mode. His robot mode looks stumpy, which I'd be totally fine with.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad that there's gonna be a robot, since my Grimlock is gonna end up being leader on my shelf. I'm glad there's gonna be like a Dinobot that's gonna come up to him.
Yeah, hopefully it should anyway.
It should, but who knows?
Yeah, I really, as like boring as a lot of people may think it is, I really do like the dark gunmetal gray and lighter shades of gray on the. I
don't find it boring at all. I don't find it boring at all. I enjoy it. Like, I'm okay with the colorful ones that they gave everyone else. Like that makes sense. Make them appealing to kids and make them stand out, have their own little thing. And like, why would you just dry brush gray and silver on a toy anyway? That'd be boring. And no, so I see why they did it. So yeah, I'm fine with it. It looks pretty.
No.
Yeah, those 2 toys look good.
Let's see, is there any other toy news?
I don't believe so. Some in-hand picks at Takara stuff, but we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, there's stuff we've already mentioned before. Anyway.
It's almost midnight, and I work tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Yeah. All right.
So let's keep going.
All right.
We're not doing that walkthrough thing for the trailer.
No. Wait. All right. The new trailer for Transformers 4 premiered yesterday, I believe.
They're making a Transformers 4. Okay.
Okay. But it was not attached to the Godzilla movie, which is bullshit.
I ignored the trailer. For all day, just so I could see it in IMAX. And I'm watching it on IMAX, and the first trailer pops up. I'm like, this isn't new. I was gypped.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
anyway. The new one got me really excited.
Yes. So
Get a
point
little
out some
bit
key
more.
parts of it.
You get Optimus Prime has a good bit of lines in it too.
Yeah, and some good ones too. Not just him screaming for no reason.
Yeah. Let's see. What stood out to you?
The opening segment when Stanley Tucci is there, they essentially discover the metal, because I'm glad they're referencing that the Transformers are made out of a special metal.
Yeah.
And he says it's it's not molecularly, or what do you say, it's not molecularly stable.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, it's what they're made of. Like, I enjoyed that. The dude looks straight up just like slimy.
And they had Galvatron on the table.
Yeah, like they have his head, and his head looks super Sentinel Prime.
I'm really starting to wonder, like, if Galvatron here is really going to be a creation of the humans or not.
Oh, he for sure is. There was a scene that people saw, who it was a special look at the movie, and yeah, they said that there was a guy piloting Galvatron.
Fucking bullshit.
Well, I'm sure he's gonna get his own personality and break away, because he has a voice actor, and his voice actor is Frank Welker.
Oh fuck, we gotta talk about that shit too.
We can wrap it into this.
Okay.
And
Frank Welker, that is
no, I didn't say it right now.
Okay.
Let's just go through the trailer first.
Trailer first. Yeah.
You are so sporadic.
I know.
Like, we got it.
I'm starting to have a heart attack here, man.
It's all right. It's all right, man. I got this.
Got this?
I know. So we see that. That got me pumped. We see more looks at Optimus. We see him transform, actually. And when I saw him transform, and when I got the leader toy, I'm like, oh wow, the leader toy kind of transforms like the CGI model.
Kind of.
Yeah, where the arms come out of the side.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was cool. Optimus's line of "Who sent you here?" I assume he's talking to Lockdown, and I'm gonna put money. That's probably Unicron.
Me too.
Which is sweet. And what they said about before, what Michael Bay said, like, you're gonna see things in this movie that you're gonna ask, "What is that?" and we're not gonna answer them, which actually gives me hope for this trilogy to a degree. And if he asks, "Who sent you here?" and they never elaborate on it throughout the entire rest of the movie, and then the next movie or the one after that is Unicron, hell yes.
Hell yeah.
I'm totally fine with that. What else? Optimus's line of "How many more of my kind need to be sacrificed?" I really enjoy that line. You just see a bunch of eye candy though. Optimus talking, transforming. You see Ratchet still getting killed.
Ratchet getting his ass busted.
Yeah, we don't know if he dies because the voice actor is confirmed to be in it as Ratchet.
Yeah, it was probably the guy going, "Oh my god, why are you killing me?"
So we don't really know, but it looks like he's getting shot at by humans.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
And that's in the trailer. So therefore, I mean, if people don't watch the trailer, I'm sorry. It's in the first trailer. Apologize, but it's in the trailer. And this isn't the first time it's happened. Anyway,
we see a lot of good shots of Lockdown.
Yeah, we see Lockdown transform. We see his crotch click into place, and his little hook flip out of it. It looks like his hook, like it looks like he has two hands for sure. It looks like his hook is an option.
Yeah.
And it looks like that scene where Marky Mark is getting pinned down by somebody. He holds up his shield and gets stabbed at something. I think that's Lockdown's hook.
You think so?
Yeah.
And there's a similar scene where Marky Mark is shooting his gun at someone, and Lockdown is in the background. You see a good shot of his face.
Yeah, and he's just looking at Marky Mark like, I'm gonna. What do you think you're doing?
He looks so much like Silas from Prime.
Which I'm okay. What if it is just crossover? Boom.
Whoa. My head may actually explode.
You just start shaking and controlling, and Zach's just like, "Daddy, what's going on?" You just explode. Parts of your head are on his
confusion,
face.
logic.
Your parts of your, bloody mush face are on his face, and he's just like, "What, Daddy?" And it just went in a really bad direction.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel good about that.
Oh, well, that's probably not gonna happen.
I hope not.
I'm not gonna guarantee, but that's probably not gonna happen.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else was in that. You get.
Lockdown kicks Optimus in the face.
Oh yeah, he kicks his ass, which is interesting. You don't see any other than that opening shot. You don't see any other Decepticons besides Lockdown and that little bit of Galvatron in the front. There's not gonna be any fucking Decepticons in this movie. Oh, but you do see what I'm guessing are the Viacons at the end.
What's funny is we see Hound, who is voiced by John Goodman.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I love it. Well, okay, so when I read the opening line, and we're just gonna go ahead and drop this now, the voice actor for Drift is Ken Watanabe, who is in Godzilla and many other movies. He's a pretty well-known actor. He's gonna play Drift. When I read that line in the news article, I had to reread it several times because I'd parsed it the first time like, oh, cool, Ken Watanabe is gonna be Drift and John Goodman is gonna be Hound. But then I read it again. I'm like, wait, what? And I thought John Goodman was gonna voice Drift and Ken Watanabe is gonna voice. I had to reread it again. I was like, no, it's not. I was like, oh, okay, they worded that weird.
Yeah, they did.
God,
I can't believe I can't believe they got John Goodman.
That's great.
That makes me so happy. And you hear him screaming.
No.
And I'm like thinking, that's Sully. Where's Boo? He's just screaming, where's Boo?
I saw
you
this
fuckers.
really funny. I saw this really funny thing. Someone already made it. It's just Boo going kitty. The next picture is him screaming and shooting, and she's just the next one's her crying.
God.
Yeah. Monsters
see.
University 2 was really weird.
You see a bunch of those space snails flying over Earth and sucking up shit.
Those are Unicron. Not really. I don't know.
They all combine to form a butt Unicron.
That'd be kind of hilariously cool, I think. Well, what's funny is I'm watching the trailer and I see this red body laying there. I'm like, is that Stinger? Did we just see Stinger like die? And then we see other people, killing red things and silver things. I'm like, is that Galvatron? Is that Stinger? And then it's the scene where Hound throws the grenade and you see like 3 of them laying there just dead. I'm like, oh, those are Viacons. Never mind. Stinger probably dies, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, these are probably the Viacons, and I hope there's toys of them. I'll buy 3.
I'll take 20.
Given if they're good designed, like if they're not too great designed, I'll buy 2. If they're pretty well designed, I'll probably buy 5.
Yeah.
Just because just to get that equal number of. All right, I hope there's repaints because it looks like there's silver ones. So I'll get 2 red ones, 2 silver ones. I'm sure they like money. They'll repaint them again. I'll take some blue ones. I'll take an orange one. Take a gold one. I'll take a black variant.
One of the funniest things, I had to go get sidetracked here real quick. One of the best things about this trailer is not in a trailer, but someone made a comment on one of the pictures, it was screen capture from the trailer. Let me try to find it real quick, but I laughed my ass off when thinking of this and looking at that part in the trailer. Let's see.
I'm getting antsy. Come on.
All right, screen captures. Okay. All right. Think of the part where Bumblebee is like falling, and you see a close up of his face, and you see.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Someone said, in quotes, "I'm flying through the air with a 2-headed robotic pterodactyl while being shot at by a con, but first, let me take a selfie."
It's funny. If you look on my Facebook page, we went to a convention a few months ago, or like last month, and people had dubbed it Selfie Con before we went there. And there's that entire folder is essentially me taking selfies as Spider-Man. So that makes you laugh a lot. That's funny.
Yeah. But the best line in that entire trailer has to be, "We need a new army."
I know when he said that, I'm like, oh shit.
Then you see fucking Grimlock fucking shoot fire from his mouth.
Everyone at my work has been calling him, because we have the giant standee, which, okay, quick story. So we have a landscaping guy, and he essentially tears down the standees. I told him a while ago...
Hold on 1 second, keep talking.
Okay. I told him a while ago, hey, don't tear down the Godzilla letters, I want those, and don't tear down the Transformers one, the one of Optimus riding a Grimlock. He says, okay. I will preface, I was not mad at him. He's not completely mentally sound. I was not mad at him, but I didn't get the full cutout. But I did go dumpster diving and got Grimlock's head because he thought He thought Transformers 4 was Godzilla and tore them down. So I went and got Grimlock's head, I got Optimus, I got the sword. So, yeah. Those are going to go up on a wall somewhere. Or I got the tail as well, I think, and I'm going to put it one on one end of a couch and the tail on the other, and Grimlock's going to be my couch. But I got those as well. I don't know where Jesse went. He's so unprofessional. It was like the 4th time. Man, Slug is sweet. I really like Slug.
I'm back.
I feel like a jouster him and sweet. I like Slug a lot still. So everyone at my work has been calling Grimlock Dinobot. Like, because he's a Dinobot. I'm like, Dinobot's another character.
He's Grimlock. He's king.
Everything else from anything else from the trailer that really stuck out to you besides the Dinobots?
Oh,
did you notice?
Image of Optimus riding Grimlock and like flinging around his sword like he's charging into battle. That's awesome. Like
The
he's
scene
kind of
where
spinning
Optimus
around his
jumps
sword.
off. Optimus jumps off of Grimlock, throws his sword through a dude's chest, slices another dude in half. If you notice, look in the background. Grimlock
He eats one.
Does he eat one?
He at least puts one in his mouth.
I didn't see that. What I saw is he puts the tip of his tail through one's head, swings it around, and throws him with his head. Like, rips him off his tail with his head.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Like, Grimlock cares not at all. But yeah, that trailer's pretty sweet. It got me really excited. I don't care. The movie might not... Every time I say I'm so excited for that movie at work, people just look at me like, why? I'm just like, because I'm stupid, I guess. I guess I didn't learn in the first 3 times, but I'm still excited. Everyone's like, why are you excited? I'm like, I'm sure it's going to suck, but it's going to be fun.
Alright, talk about... I guess we should get on to the next big news topic.
Alright, well, I'll see you later.
What?
I'm just kidding.
We both saw Godzilla.
Yep. I want you... I'm serious here. I'll chime in. Go. Just go.
Alright. My first... just go. I started having horrible flashbacks at the very beginning.
Uh-oh.
Because the
opening.
The opening was the exact same fucking opening that the 98 Godzilla had. It was vintage style footage of nuclear testing, and it had like kind of like, fancy like little text scrolling around
They
it.
put in the wrong movie.
They did.
Put in the wrong movie.
Please start it over. Please start over. But
no, you guys don't understand. There's a gremlin on the wing. It was one of those situations, and you're just panicking.
But yeah, that's the first thought. I was like, oh no. But I mean, it's still done nice. It still gives a decent amount of backstory. But
that's not the worst part of the '98 movie.
No,
essentially,
no. That movie had other problems.
I love Matthew Broderick. My friend,
That's
when we
a
went
lot
to go
of fish.
My friend, when we went to go see Spider-Man, he dressed up as Deadpool to the theater, and he took a sign saying #Bring Back Toby, and he wanted to bring another sign to Godzilla saying #Bring Back Matthew Broderick. But we told him no, he can't do that.
No, you can't do that.
When we got in line, the line was already all the way down the hallway, and he really loudly leaned into my head, like, so does this one have Matthew Broderick? And, so everyone would hear him, and he's got a bunch of dirty looks. I was like, dude, you're gonna get a shot.
But other than that, other than having Vietnam flashbacks, I like the opening sequence.
Godzilla '98 gave you PTSD.
Yep. Okay, gee, I don't know where to start with this. I'm gonna say come right off the bat. The movie itself was very good. I love the fact that it did not try to be funny. It did not try to be, fucking goofy or wacky like the '98 Godzilla was.
That's a lot of fish.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, can you topple on this? It's Tatopoulos. Yeah, I was get it because it's Greek. It's stupid fucking humor. Was filled up all that movie is just horrible. This movie, it has a couple little fucking chuckles in it, but they're very,
Look, mommy.
they're very, very subtle.
Look, mommy, dinosaurs. Oh, by the way, we should preface. This is probably going to include spoilers.
Oh, hell yeah. It's going to...
Okay.
A lot of spoilers. One of the other kind of funny things is where, like, they actually kind of... It was actually kind of clever. When they're, like, started to, like, go look out for the monsters in the woods or in the forest or whatever. And then it just kind of quickly brought focus of a chameleon on a low branch. It's like, that's the monster we're looking for. I thought that was funny.
I thought it was funny. My friend leaned into me. It's like, that's Godzuki.
Alright. The movie is very good. It's a very well-made movie. It had a lot of drama in it. The dialogue itself was kind of stiff and awkward at times. Where
we called him Godzilla.
Yeah, that one.
Which I like, because there was some build-up, like, just silent build-up. Like, oh, they're going to drop it. They should have just said, like, we call him King of Monsters. And everyone's like, oh, god damn.
Yeah. And,
Ow.
The drama itself is good. Some of the scenes were pretty emotional, especially the opening sequence with Bryan Cranston. It flashback to 1999.
Another thing, I leaned into my friend and said, when this shows the power play, I said they could cook so much meth there. And the scene where him and Aaron Taylor Johnson are walking on the street with the gas mask, we just laughed really hard.
See, I didn't think about that until, like, I saw the movie with my mom and dad. I did not make that connection until, like, my mom laughed about it. I'm like, why? Why is this funny? And then
the gas mask?
Yeah, about the gas mask. And I'm like, and then I made the connection. Like, oh, I see what they did there.
Yeah, we laughed really hard. Oh, that was great.
I am, however, fairly disappointed with the whole movie.
Okay, let's talk about key parts, alright? Like I said, again, spoilers. I will say, it feels like they put Bryan Cranston in that movie for that role
to sell tickets.
To sell tickets to Bryan Cranston in the movie, given he's only in it for about 15 minutes.
Yes.
Which really disappointed me. When I saw him die, I was like, oh no! But then I saw him not die, I was like, oh okay, and then he died again. And I was like, oh.
He died twice.
Make up your mind. What else?
They put Godzilla's name in the movie to sell tickets when he's not in it.
It felt like he was a cameo to his own movie.
Yeah,
I will admit.
all the fucking scenes in the trailer where Bryan Cranston's like, you have no idea, he's fucking freaking out. That was not a reference to Godzilla at all.
Yeah, no, they brought in Godzilla just to fight the thing that was actually, which I think is the fact that we were actually tricked.
Is asshole-ish.
I don't think it's asshole-ish. I don't think it's asshole-ish because the last time I was tricked was Iron Man 3, and I think this one did it a lot better.
Tricked into thinking it was being a good movie?
Tricked into thinking it was Ben Kingsley was going to be the frickin' Mandarin. Oh. Which I got over, but it's still disappointing.
Yeah.
And in this one, I enjoyed that they played Godzilla off as the hero. I see why you don't like that. I do. But in my opinion, I think it's fine. What gets me, though, is I'll be in my theater and looking at all the promotional stuff.
He's destroying cities and shit.
And thinking back to all the trailers, and I'm like, what the...
They even filmed some different shots for the trailers to make you think he was the bad guy.
Really?
Yeah. Like the scene...
I didn't catch him.
The scene, in the first, like, big theatrical trailer where the closing thing is you see doors closing, you see Godzilla roaring at you. That was not in the movie.
Oh,
the doors
yeah,
are closing, but he's fighting Muto in that scene. And in the scene where the people are doing the Halo jump and they get closer to the city, you see, in the actual movie, you see Godzilla still fighting the one Muto. In the trailer, it's this fucking Godzilla walking through the city.
I think it's a little weird. The fact that we saw a little too much Muto was a little bit weird.
Fucking the creepy...
Cloverfield looking thing.
Horny ass little monsters.
I leaned over to my girlfriend. I was like, "We're not gonna see them have sex, are we?" And then she walked over with their babies, and I was like, "How did nobody see that?"
Look at its sack. It's beautiful.
It was really awkward when she was walking over the train tracks, so she was like her balls just hanging over him.
Look at my big orange balls. They have a little bunch of baby balls in them.
I had a nice chuckle to myself about that.
Like, this is really. Should we tell her that those are showing?
Like,
Hide your
she's
sack,
just like,
lady.
I like to also another thought I had was like I feel like she's just like trying to seduce Aaron Taylor Johnson, and that's
I see you. I smell you.
I like you. I like it when you don't think I can see you, but I know you're there. Watch me. Anyway, that got really weird.
Okay. But
this
Godzilla is such a pussy in this movie about, like, not destroying shit. Because, like, one part where I really, like, I called bullshit was when he was, like, swimming through the fucking water.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought he was going to ram into the one ship, but he purposely, like, went underneath of it.
I thought. Well, then he did send like 5 other ships flying.
Yeah, but that was just because of the water displacement and shit.
He did kill a lot of people coming out of the water.
But he didn't, like, well.
He did.
He's like fucking 300 feet tall. He can't look at everything he's doing.
Yeah, I guess.
But I'm sure that was not on purpose. Like,
when he's coming out of the smoke and you see his, I'm gonna go and drop it now. And you see his tail light up.
oh my god! Oh,
And I'm just like, what is he doing? And then I see it go up his rest of his body, and me and my friends start jumping, and we're like, oh! And then he did it, and I was like, oh, it was so sad. What happened? Well, damn. I don't really want to go on because Godzilla is essentially Jesse's big movie. And so I think I'm just going to sit here awkwardly and wait for him. Awkwardly, as stated before. I know what I'll do. I'll see if we have any questions, and I'll prepare my answers before Jesse, so I can have a proper, functioning answer for these questions, and not give Jesse a damn chance, because he made his kid cry. Not really, he didn't do it on purpose. I swear. Alright. Oh, we have a good couple questions. A lot of the questions are the same. Okay, these are some neat questions.
alright, I'm back.
What did you do?
So, what were we talking about?
Godzilla and his breath.
Yeah. That made me so happy when that happened.
Though when he hit him, I thought it should have done a little bit more damage.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit puny.
Yeah.
I think it should have just ripped right through him.
What was really awesome is when he kills the male Muto and he just hits him so hard he just dies. That was awesome. He's like, I'm tired of this. Bam! And he just falls down dead. I'm like, yeah. Another thing. One thing I didn't like. I don't know where Aaron Taylor Johnson, he could have acted a lot better. I didn't feel anything for his character at all. He was really blank.
I didn't really give too much of a shit about him.
I didn't either.
I cared way more about his dad than about him the entire movie.
It was really weird, because he's making out with Elizabeth Olsen, and they're twins in Avengers 2. Mm-hmm. Man, Avengers 1.5 was really weird, and Breaking Bad Season 6 was really weird. But yeah. when he just straight up kills that guy, and then he kind of falls down and goes into the dust. I'm like, oh, I guess that's it. And then when the one Mewtwo is about to eat that bomb and kill Aaron Taylor Johnson, I forgot. It was his name Ford. That's real American. Live in Tokyo. He's about to eat him, and he just stops. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it pans out, and Godzilla's like biting his neck, or her neck. I'm like, oh yes. And then when he puts his hands in her mouth, I thought he was gonna do like rip her jaw apart, like from King Kong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? And just no, he does it. I want you to describe it. It's your thing.
You see, he fucking,
Mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth. You see his spine's light up, like, oh shit, he's going to do it. Just like looks down her mouth and just blasts his atomic breath right down her fucking throat.
And her head just falls off. And he just holds her head and roars.
That made the movie for me.
That was awesome. That's the part where everyone got up and just cheered and we're just screaming.
Yeah.
Because that was great.
But then he apparently fake dies after that.
Well, then he died. I'm like, alright, I guess they're not making a sequel. And but then he got up, even though he looked really dead.
He was tired as fuck.
Fuck it, I'm sleeping. And then he gets up and walks out back into the ocean, and the news broadcasters are like, oh, and
King of the Monsters, our city's savior. That part get me so fucking angry.
I didn't think it didn't make me angry for a reason, and I think they could totally play him up as a hero. But in the next movie, he has to do more shit, and they're like, oh man, no, these things aren't good.
People actually cheered for him when he woke up.
Well, I mean, he didn't kill anybody. Like he didn't get up and start stepping on people. So I guess, I mean, the thing is, they kept Ken Watanabe. What he kept hammering in every single one of his lines in the movie is, he's the keeper of balance. And I'm just like, all right, well, that makes me feel like he's not a bad guy. I do love his line. The ignorance of man is thinking that nature's under our control and not the other way around. Let them fight.
Yep.
That's amazing. The one thing I will say is an actual disappointment is I felt like Godzilla was more of a cameo, and they hyped him up like it was more of a thing of during the movie they were hyping him up still as we were watching the movie, and at that point you're just like, let it go. Let's actually see it.
All the build up for all the really terrible shit was actually these fucking Mothra referent.
Yes, that aquarium with the cocoon, and apparently it says Mothra on it.
Does it?
That's what I was told. I haven't gone back to watch it again yet, but that's what I was told.
Oh.
Is it has a little name tag that says Mothra,
Oh,
which I'm super stoked about because
that's cute.
I'd freak out.
But anyway,
I'd cry.
When we see a little bit of Godzilla, in the opening credits, back footage of 54, when the atomic testings were actually them trying to kill Godzilla. What I want to know is why they were trying to kill it. If he's
because it's this 300-foot tall lizard. You're like, no, bad for business.
And it just ate up that radiation like it was nothing, and fucking.
Well, does Godzilla eat radiation? I didn't get that part.
Yeah, all these monsters came from an age where they ate the radiation, and apparently Godzilla was the fucking king of them all.
And he just doesn't. But that's the thing. Would he be all amped about getting? Oh man, that's a bomb. Give me.
That's what I'm. There's a lot of missed opportunities here of him being an equally bad guy. He just fucking happened to fight these other ones.
Because that's what the prequel comic actually led into. The prequel comic was more of a thing of it looked like he was hunting these things. And he was just, when they woke up, and that's the thing in the movie, they actually explained it, this is actually a mating call. The one that responded wasn't actually Godzilla.
Yeah.
Or whatever, however they played it, I forgot. But yeah, oh wait, we missed something. There's three.
Let's see, what I was going to say, so fucking, I thought it was kind of silly. The way they actually, introduced Godzilla in the movie was very half-assed.
I thought it was cool. The one thing that got me.
It's like, all right, it's like, so we've been chasing, we're talking about these fucking winged Mutos there forever. They're huge danger. Oh, there happens to be this third one called Godzilla that's swimming along in somewhere in the ocean. And you know,
I feel
we
like someone
follow
would
it,
have seen Godzilla by now.
huh?
Well, I felt it was more of like Godzilla's a myth, and you know, it's something we believe that exists. We've seen it, but we don't know if it's still alive. And
I mean, he's
until the
such a
reading
fucking gentle creature. They can fucking like
they followed
pilot
him.
their
That's the
boats.
thing.
Yeah, they fucking follow him right next to him. He even sticks his fins up and he's like, "Hey guys, here I am. Follow me this way."
Which I thought was fine.
Yeah,
different.
it's different.
They can still play him up as a villain in the next movie.
I hope they do.
I kind of don't. I enjoy this. I enjoy this. I thought it was different. Is why I kind of enjoyed it. Because that's not the impression we've gotten from the last several Godzilla movies.
No.
From
But
what I
when
remember.
Godzilla, when they actually made his like full on-screen appearance at the was it airport? It was some big fucking place where the female Muto, or female, the smaller male one was destroying some shit, and then you see just a giant fucking foot come crashing down, and then the camera slowly starts pan up, and you see his arms. That was a very epic reveal, and then then you're like, oh shit, they're gonna fight, and then it just fucking stops. That's another thing.
Yeah.
When I saw
They tease that so much.
Oh yeah, someone's posted a thing on Twitter saying like that they cock tease the shit out of you when it comes to action. I'm like thinking, well, maybe just the action scenes will be short. I'm thinking like they're probably just being a little bit dramatic. That is the most accurate description for the action. Whenever a fucking fight is about to start, it doesn't just like it doesn't just end quickly. It just fucking cuts out. And then maybe you'll see a little bit of it on the television that in the next scene.
Yeah, I was getting really antsy. I was like, are we gonna... I was at the point, I was like, do we see them fight or not?
Yeah, I did not care for that. Have him be a good guy all you want. Show them fucking fighting. Really, this is a monster movie, not, daddy issues movie. But, why is it such a disappointment to me? My favorite Godzilla movies have always been the very first one, the 1954 Gojira, the original Japanese classic, not the half remake with Raymond Bird that they made 2 years later, where they kind of took out all the messages out of it, whereas this is a kind of a dumb monster movie then. And Godzilla 1985, a direct sequel to the original, set place 30 years later, ignoring all the other ones, all the silly ones of him fighting shit, where it was just Godzilla's only appearances were in 54 and 84, where the two, and he was just a straight up villain. In the first one, it was kind of like a subliminal message of him trying to of Godzilla punishing the Japanese people for the war. And the second, in Godzilla 1985, he's mostly hunting down radiation, to feed, and he just happens to to get to his food forces, he has to destroy a lot of shit. It's a little bit more gentle, I would say, in 85, but he fucking destroys a lot of shit. A lot of really good scenery of buildings on fire and fucking. He's a mean motherfucker in that one.
There was this guy in our work, and he said something, and we asked him, like, just casual conversations, what we have to do. And one of us, I forgot who, was like, what are you seeing? He's like, oh, Godzilla. And I was like, oh yeah, I saw it, it was great. And he kind of looks at me, he's like, yeah, you kids are pretty young, you guys wouldn't remember, but my dad took me to go see the very first Godzilla in like 64. And I was like, that's cool. And I walked away, and I was talking to somebody, I was like, I wonder if he knows Godzilla did not come out in the 60s. And I wonder if he knows it's not an American property.
Yeah. But anyway, I rewatched the 54 Godzilla. I watched it last week or the week before. The suitimation you can make, and the suitimation's kind of silly by now. and they actually use some hand puppets for like some of the close-up shots of Godzilla.
Does he?
To
What's
put
the one where he does that flying leg thing?
that was a Godzilla versus not Gigan, fucking
King Ghidorah.
Megalon. Godzilla
Oh,
versus Megalon.
I'm
That
really disappointed he didn't do that in the
yeah, he might as well if he was that happy of a hero.
movie. Fuck you! He yells.
But what I loved about, I mean, put all the silly special effects aside, the 54 one is still the most gripping, emotionally gripping, horrifying Godzilla movie ever made, because there's some fucked up shit that happens in that movie that really makes it. Some of the scenery filmed in that was so fucking terrifying. Just like there's a long shot of Tokyo in their fire, and you could tell it's a puppet, but you see like kind of a shadowy outline of Godzilla just kind of walking through the fire. That's a very effective scene. And there's a scene of this woman with her two kids under a building that's I guess about to either collapse or burn or some shit, and she's just comforting her children, saying, "It's okay, kids. We'll be with your father soon." So suggesting, I guess, their kids are dead and they're going to die soon and join them. There's a lot of emotional scenes in that movie, and one of the main characters is Dr. Serizawa, who was Ken Watanabe's character in the new one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, cool. They kind of reference that. Ken Watt and Dr. Serizawa in the original, he he basically was a very troubled scientist. He had a lot of problems because a lot of shit going on there, and
Yeah, they had their own problems, This
Yeah.
whole, this lizard thing.
but he was like kind of like in a love triangle with this one chick and whatever. But when after the fucking Godzilla destroyed the whole city, thousands of people are in the hospital. He revealed that he had this weapon that he developed called the Oxygen Destroyer, that he was so afraid to use because he didn't want the government to discover he had it, and didn't want the government to use it for their own reasons, and then the other countries would do the same thing. He was so concerned that his weapon was so powerful that it could not only kill Godzilla but potentially kill the world. And as long as he was alive with the knowledge in his head how to do it, he was fucked. So he was watching this broadcast I posted a video on Instagram of this, of these Japanese choir kids singing a song called "Prayer for Peace," and basically, a very emotional scene. I almost cried during this fucking scene a week ago watching it, because you see Dr. Serizawa watching this on the TV, saying like all this bad shit has happened, like all we need is some peace, like someone please help us out, knowing that he's the only one that can help him, but he has to die in the process, because as long as he's alive, countries would use his knowledge as a weapon. And the very ending scene when they finally do kill Godzilla with the Oxygen Destroyer, he's underwater in a scuba suit, and they're trying to pull him up, but he takes out a knife and cuts a rope, so he dies underwater. And they pull up just a rope. Very emotional scene. I mean, this is a very different movie for all these reasons why I love the 54 Godzilla, and how he should always be a villain, at least to me. Like how much of a emotional impact he can have on all these people, not only just by destroying cities, being a malevolent just creature. His sole purpose is to fucking destroy humanity, but not only by his own purpose, by having people make their own decisions that could affect their own lives. Which is why all in all, in short, the 54 Godzilla is an absolute masterpiece for me. Even if they made a straight up remake of it for the American audience now, it still was the best it could have been. So That's why I don't know. I'm not sure where I was fucking going with this, but that's why I love the original Godzilla the most.
Well, okay, that was great. Well, welcome to 2014. They made a reboot. How do you feel about that
He's
one?
uh, I loved Godzilla's appearance. He was looked badass. Didn't
Fat ankles.
he has silly silly
His
toes.
cankles.
He had silly toes.
His cankles.
Was he played by Andy Serkis?
I think he was. Well, for the
I-
motion capture.
Yeah, for the motion capture, which was seemed kind of
I'm pretty
unnecessary.
I
So he
think
played
so.
King Kong
I
in
think he's in
Godzilla.
it. He's gonna be in Star Wars.
Oh, you know who else was in it?
Hmm.
Gary Chalk.
Who the hell did he play?
He was only in it for 5 fucking seconds, but he was in. It was in. It was he was standing next to Bryan Cranston before they're walking down the hallway before the disaster happened at the plant.
Yeah.
He was tall. He was Gary Chalk was in the middle. Bryan Cranston was to the left, and some chick was to the right. Then they're talking about some shit. But like, oh, we can't do this. All these reads are off the charts. Gary Chalk only has a couple of lines in it, but like that's fucking Optimus Primal. The very beginning. And there's a cameo that was filmed for the movie, but was taken out of the final cut. The guy that was in the original Godzilla suit in the original movie was supposed to have a cameo in it, but he was cut.
Wait,
Which
is
kinda
he
made
still
me sad.
alive?
That's what they said.
He's still alive?
Yeah. Yeah.
How?
Apparently.
He had to be like
Oh.
20 when he played Godzilla the first time.
Yeah, they used the being in the Godzilla suit in the original movie was such a excruciating experience that they apparently I guess they had to get young fit people to do it because
Yeah.
they could only be in the suit for 10-15 minutes at a time or else you would collapse from exhaustion. But even they did that at first because they made that suit way too fucking heavy, way too stiff that it was like a hard process to even get it. Like when they fucking made the suit the first time, like the first go at it. No movie has ever been made with that suit. Like that was the first time that's ever been made. Like a movie with a monster in a suit. Like that was the first time they've ever done it. It was usually claymation. They put the guy in the suit and they're like, okay, walk, and he couldn't move. Like he just stood in place, and then like after like 10 seconds he fell over. Like they made the suit way too stiff. It was I watched a documentary about the making of the suit, and it was pretty funny how they were describing it. Yeah, it was pretty. It was a good movie overall, but I mean, as you can tell, I have a lot of emotional attachment to the older Godzilla movies, in particular the 1954 original and the Godzilla 1985. And there's a lot of parts of that movie that I really should have been in this remake. But I can understand why they wanted to make him the hero character.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been hard to market, like make a more of a franchise with him as a kind of an anti-hero
Yeah.
than more of a straight up villain. I can understand that if you want to make a profit and make a franchise, then you're going to want to make your quote unquote star of this franchise a hero.
Yep.
But if you want to be more of an artist, then you should have gone with the roots of the character.
Artiste. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. Godzilla. Go see it now.
It's a good movie. Go see it.
Oh, you saw it in IMAX, right?
Yes. I thought
I thought it looked brilliant, but I don't like the IMAX didn't really pop.
the 3D sucked. I forgot I was wearing 3D glasses most of the time.
Understandable.
This is why I'm hating this. I only wanted to see an IMAX 3D because I just wanted the sound.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted the big screen. I wanted the sound, and the screen clarity of the IMAX screens can really nothing can compare to him. But the 3D was next to useless for me. There's no scene in that movie that stood out to me as like, wow, this really looks good in 3D. Well, which was extra disappointing.
Okay.
Dun dun dun. I think that's all I had to say about fucking Godzilla. My parents were both kind of disappointed by Godzilla's role in it too. Those fucking creepy ass moth things, mutos. Their
Oh, I
eyes,
thought you were
their
talking
eyes are
about
kind
like
of
your
cool.
parents. I was like, what? I was really confused. Okay. Shall we go on to questions?
How long have you been recording? Where's
Too
fucking
long.
Oh yeah, hour 45. Okay, yeah. What's How many questions we got?
Only a few.
All right, shoot.
All right. Question number 1 from Trents5 says, I don't know if you've been keeping up, so I hope this isn't a spoiler, but now that Dark Cybertron is over, Megatron's on trial. Which would you be, his prosecution or defense? If you pick defense, how would you defend an interstellar war criminal who, by proxy of his troops, faced 6 or 6-shot Sky Shadow and Overlord, who were said to be world killers, capable of decimating almost an entire populace of their own, could very well be responsible for millions of deaths. So, he led his troops that were responsible for many deaths. He's a war criminal. Would you be his defense or prosecution? If you're his defense, what is your defense for Megatron? I know you don't keep up with IDW, but let's just...
This is a Godzilla podcast. They sent this question to the wrong person.
Oh, well, okay, if you were a Transformers fan, if you knew what a Transformer was...
I know what Transformers
Megatron,
is.
Well, I mean... Alright, well... You know who Megatron is, right? Or do you at least have a brief idea?
I think I know where he's from.
Okay, well, have you ever seen...
Was he in Batteries Not Included?
Well, no, how do I... Okay, did you ever see the movie Alien?
The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, that one was... No, that's Rambo.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a gun in Alien, and that's almost Megatron. So if you've seen Alien, then you're pretty close to knowing what Megatron kind of is.
All right, I think I'm following you.
Okay. If you were in court, would you defend him or would you be his prosecution?
How can I defend a gun? It has no soul.
That's racist.
That is.
Well, I'm just gonna give one. I would never defend a character like Megatron. So no. If I were to, I guess all that I would have to go on would be an insanity plea, because the dude's kind of nuts. Other than that, it's a big political debate, especially with IDW stuff. I have not been catching up, but I've been seeing bits and pieces, so it's alright for being quote-unquote spoiled. But who's to know? I haven't read it, so I don't know the actual defenses they give for him, if he has a defense attorney. But yeah, I would not know how to defend him outside of an insanity plea and just political reasons. If I was a prosecution, I'd feel pretty good about myself. Thank you for your question. Next question comes from Ian. Hey lads, HK Productions again. Number 1, since Generation Skybite is coming out soon, do any of you think they will get an RID Megatron/Galvatron?
No.
I don't think so, for the sake of, I think that toy is actually aged fairly well, and there's not really a demand for it, like Skybite.
Yeah. I never got that figure.
It's a pretty fun toy.
Yeah.
I thought it aged well. I think it's still pretty imposingly cool. Imposingly is not a very good, adjective, but I don't think it's a word. But
Words.
12:48. I have to be at work at 8. So whatever. Number 2. Do you guys think we'll see a Masterpiece Blue Streak and Smokescreen release in the U.S.?
Probably not.
I think it's either way. I think it's a teeter-totter because, I mean, we've gotten
I
so many
could see why they could.
Yeah, because we've gotten so many Seeker repaints, and we are getting Prowl, so I'd like us to. Because I haven't gotten either of those yet. So I'd like us to. But I am gonna say it's probably slim, but I would want them to.
Yeah.
So it's really either way, in my opinion. And I feel really weird not being able to give a definitive answer on either of those. But yeah, I don't think RAD Megatron's in the works, and Blue Streak and Smokescreen, I'd hope. Number 3, if you two did a bank robbery with a crew, how well do you think it would go? Or would go as you would expect or turn into the start of the Dark Knight? Well, whenever I normally rob a bank, how I open up is I'll walk into the bank, I'll just storm in. I'll take out my wallet, and I'll walk up to the nearest teller and say, "Hello, I'd like to make a withdrawal, please." So I think it'd go off pretty well. And I withdraw the appropriate amount from my own bank account, and yeah. Pretty daring, huh?
The way
I rob the ATM.
Yeah, I would go up to teller, I forget where I'm at, and I'd start to order a cheeseburger. That would get confused, and I'll walk out.
I would just go up to them and just stare at them. Not say anything.
Until they spray an entire can of mace in your face.
And then I just stand there with my eyes open and take it. My eyes are bleeding and I'm still staring into their soul.
Fuck me up the goat ass.
I can't think... What?
I saw another movie that I wanted to talk about, but we don't have time.
Yeah, I was going to say we don't have time. We'll talk... what is it?
RoboCop.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll talk about that next week on RoboCop Cast. I don't know how I'd pull off a bank robbery. I probably would pull it off by not doing it.
Yeah, just don't.
I can't
That's
think
bad
of a
news
probably
bears.
like there are things. There are things that you think about.
There are a lot of things.
There are things you think about, like Jesse. Just to make myself sound less crazy, at least to myself. Have you ever thought about what it'd be like to pull off the perfect murder? Not contemplating killing somebody. I'm just contemplating what it would take to get away with it.
No, not really.
Not even, I've thought about it, not because I want to kill anybody, but just for storytelling, essentially. That idea interests me.
Who did you contemplate killing?
You.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So watch out.
What's the plan? Can I ask? Is that too much to ask for?
No, yeah. I'm just gonna walk up to you and just
stab me.
Just rip your steel beating heart out of your chest and eat it, and then they won't be able to prove it because I ate it, and there's no evidence that I ripped your heart out because there's no heart. So it was like, where does
they'll hold you overnight.
I'll just say he was always heartless.
They'll hold you overnight to check your poop.
That's okay. I've been constipated for a month. You'll never get anything out of me, coppers.
Bubba and C-Plot can settle that.
How?
He has ways.
Wouldn't that be the exact opposite?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
How would you know?
'Cause I just know.
Because you start crying.
Know.
Because
well, let's just say it loosens the sphincter.
Just EXP points. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's how I'd pull off a good bank robbery. I wouldn't commit it. Number 4. What do you guys think about the Star Wars Episode 7 cast being announced? And what role do you think Andy Serkis will do? Link here. I think Andy Serkis will play Godzilla again.
Yep. And King Kong.
I don't know. I don't really know who he could play because we don't know what characters they're using in the movie.
Yeah.
I think the cast, though, is fine.
The one dude that plays the, quote, villain, he's goofy looking.
He looks like an evil bad guy. He looks like a... I don't know. He looks like a weird Adrian Brody. And Adrian Brody also already looks kind of weird.
He looks like a horse face.
That's Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, shit. That's why.
Why?
Sarah Jessica Parker. Sex.
Why is this her son?
No.
Oh, I really wish it was.
I thought it really is her.
Oh, it is her in disguise.
Yeah. She's put on a black wig. I heard someone make a joke. I heard someone make a joke on a video game channel where it's saying like, yeah, if I get to make like they're playing a game like playing basketball or some shit, like if I get to make this shot, I get to have sex with Mira Kunis, and then miss, and then next shot is like. First is like, please make it. Is like, and the next scene is like, if I make this, I get to have sex with Sarah Jessica Parker. Please don't make it. And luckily, they didn't make it. No, he did not. He's like,
a basketball game?
He's like, thank God.
This is a real game or a video game? Well, he sucks at video games.
Yeah. Well, he's playing basketball with his skateboard body.
What?
It's a game. It's a Skate 3, where he was like skateboarding, but he like took a ramp. He was trying to make a basketball shot with his skateboard. It was kind of awkward to explain.
That's weird.
Anyway, questions.
Skateboard through television.
Yeah.
For the Age of Extinction Lockdown figure, which head would you prefer, the visor or the face? Or do you think Hasbro could do something like Human Alliance Bumblebee with a flip down visor?
The fuck? I mean, what's with all these questions that like are predicting what we talk about? It's either them or us that are constantly just reading each other's thoughts. I don't trust them, so I'm saying it's them.
I like to think it's me because I like to feel cool, and all the cool kids can read each other's minds. We talked about this earlier, but yeah, I want him to have the flip down visor, but he has the face.
Yeah.
I'd like an option for either. 6. What personalities are you guys expecting out of the new Autobots in that Age of Extinction? Dan from Roseanne, Dr. Serizawa from Godzilla, and Optimus Prime.
And Curious George for Galvatron.
Yeah. Oh, and Jake the dog for Crosshairs.
Who's voicing Crosshairs? I forget.
John DiMaggio.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Even though
he voiced he voiced Leadfoot, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot all about that.
Okay, that's a snarky answer. The only reason I gave a snarky answer there is because I feel like we haven't answered any of his questions directly at all. And the reason I'm giving that snarky answer is because, well, a lot of the Autobots, there's that, but a lot of the robots in the movies don't have much personality.
Nope.
So there's that. And just, I hope they have personality. But, I think Drift, he's going to be real cool samurai. I think Hound's going to be a bellowing, I'm going to throw grenades at you. I think Optimus is going to be Optimus, just kind of upset. I think the Dinobots are just going to be insane serial killers.
I don't think they're going to have any personalities, yeah.
The Dinobots?
Yeah.
I hope they do. I mean, we were told they'd at least transform once. I hope they're not drones. God. Oh, no. What if they're drones?
What if?
Like, everything else about the movie is perfect. Every robot gets characterization. Everything's fine. Bam. They build the Dinobots, and they're drones.
Yep.
I'd stab myself right in the face. I'd come home crying and just throw all my movie Dinobots in the trash. I don't need them. You lied to me. You betrayed me.
Greedy and lazy.
You're lazy. You stupid visor face. I don't care if you're purple. You lied to me. Took everything I wanted and you threw it in my face. Why?
Barney looking fucker.
Thanks, Michael Bay. I'll never buy another movie toy again. Oh, is that
Honey, let's go to
Bumblebee?
Target.
But you know what makes me feel better?
Shit.
More movie toys. What are you shitting about?
We forgot to talk about another deluxe reveal.
What?
Bumblebee.
We already talked about that.
No, he didn't.
Didn't we?
No.
Shit.
About the new Bumblebee?
Next week, just remind me.
Yeah, okay.
This show is very, very packed, so I'm sorry
Yeah, it
if we're not
is.
covering everything, but it's real late.
Packed like my
Right now.
butthole. What? That's weird.
Oh, there's also some X-Men news we should talk about next week as well.
That's still coming out?
No. No.
Channing
Channing.
Tatum? Yeah.
Channing all over your Tatums.
Channing all over here. I love that fucking song.
I know, and Electra is in it.
That's my mom, dude.
Dude, you can't Channing all over your mom's Tatums. Well, to be honest, I don't really know what this song is about.
I gotta watch that now.
I know.
Alright.
Okay.
Are we
next
done
one
with
from-
questions? Shit, alright, go on.
No, we're almost done. Next one is from
Okay.
Opone. Hola, Mr. Primecast. I don't know if
Hi.
you guys already knew this. Hi. But in the new Terrible, it is pretty terrible. The Terrible Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game, it explains the creation of the new suit in a brief bio that can be read while swapping costumes. It reveals that Gwen Stacy made Peter the new costume after the old one was worn out from the lizard and cross species from the first Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man video game. I'm okay with that. And if that is what they're running with, I hope he never changes his costume because it'll always be a reminder. But yeah, that's cool. Thank you for that piece of... Because I only played the game for like a level.
I have
Like, I'm done
not
with
touched
this.
that fucking game.
Did you guys like... from Maria, did you guys like Skids and Mudflap? And what would your reaction be if they were in 3 and 4?
We
I thought they
talked
were
about
kind of...
this shit.
I know, yeah. I thought they were pretty dumb, and if they're in 3 and 4, I'll be pretty pissed off, and if they are, just let them die violently. There you go.
See, I'm the only fucker in the world that did not mind the Skids or Mudflap.
I didn't mind them for one movie, but that one movie is
yeah.
all like, yeah. If I got any more of them, I'd be like, come on. This is
Maybe if
dumb.
they would have toned them down, like they did with
'Cause they were
Wheelie.
racist.
Wheelie was pretty fucking annoying in Revenge of the Fallen, but
And
Wheelie was
I
pretty.
thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe they did something like that if they brought them back for whatever reason.
Did you see that the guy who plays Brain is apparently coming back as Brains?
Oh yeah.
I wonder if Tom Kenny will come back for Wheelie if he's still alive. Channing.
Those are
Channing.
those are two characters I really do miss. I
Channing.
really did.
Channing.
Shut the fuck up.
It's stuck in my head now.
All of your face, neck, and chest.
Oh, what?
What? What am I talking about?
You can't Channing all over my Tatums.
It's messed up, man.
I think I know what the password is. Okay. And next one is from Opone. He says, thought you guys would find this really interesting. He linked us a video. The title is Making of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man animation. We don't have time to watch this and review it right now, but we'll definitely take a look at that. Sounds interesting. Oh, yeah. I'll link this to you, Jesse. Here you go.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you for the
Fucking
heads up.
tired.
That actually sounds cool. Yep. Password.
Password is Channing over your Tatum. If you watched or listened to the whole
Tatums.
episode,
Well,
Tatums, or
Tatums.
just Tatums,
No, just Tatums. Just Channing all over your Tatums.
is it Channing over your Tatums or is it just Tatums?
No, it's Channing all over your Tatums is the password.
That's the password.
Yes.
Okay, so if you listen to the whole episode, type in the comment section, chanting over your Tatums, and that lets us know that you listened to the whole episode. It makes us happy. It's not a password to get special access and or anything. So don't think you're actually getting anything. Well, you're getting our gratitude if you do that. If you have any more questions, please feel free to send them into primecastqa@gmail.com. That's primecastquanda@gmail.com.
True
You can
story.
follow. True story, bro. You can follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/SSJAutobot. Instagram me too, SSJAutobot. You can subscribe to me here on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Please click the subscribe button above this video to get the newest Primecast episodes when they come out.
My turn.
It's your turn, dude.
Oh. You can follow me on Twitter at Incubator. You can also subscribe to me on YouTube at Incubator. Hey, I made a review.
Hey!
Hey, look at that. And that's essentially all I got.
Essentially.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I switch internet services. I'm not a Time Warner anymore. Fuck them.
Yeah, they're about to be merging with Comcast, so I'm really antsy to not be with them anymore.
Yeah. I heard that Comcast is like way worse than Time Warner.
I heard a thing of where a Comcast driver deliberately ran over a turtle.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Shell
Yep.
or not, that's murder. He should hang.
Yeah, we should hang him.
Should hang him
We'll
by
do
the
that- we'll do
balls.
that next week.
By the sack.
Yeah, by the egg sack.
By the glowing orange egg sack. That's normal,
All right.
right?
Bedtime.
Alright. One more.
Real mature.